Today's exercise will be a visualization in order to support the process of cleansing that you're going through and to help conserve the physical energy needed for the cleansing process. In order to begin the visualization, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. That could be cross-legged with the back supported, or in a chair. Making your way into that comfortable position now. And once you find yourself there, gently with the eyes open, start to notice the sensations within the physical body. Feeling the pressure of the thighs, or the sit bones, or the feet, or the shins against the earth. Noticing the weight of the body and how it makes contact with the ground beneath you. Feel the expansiveness and uprightness of the spine, and allow the spine and upper body to soften into the strength created in the legs. At this point, you can gently close the eyes, and as the eyes close, allow your attention to draw inward. There are many things that can be seen when the eyes are open. Now focusing your attention on what can be seen when the eyes are closed. Continue to allow the attention to penetrate the physical body. And if you find the mind gently wandering to the past or the future, gently bring the mind back to the sensations within the physical body. To begin this exercise, start to notice the breath, noticing the expansion of the torso on the inhale and the contraction of the torso on the exhale. Noticing what part of the belly, the back, and the side bodies, the chest, and the shoulders are affected by the breath. Once you've become aware of the natural cadence of the breath, then begin to focus your attention on the inhale. And as you inhale, begin to inhale from the pelvic floor up just below the navel, so that you fill the lower belly with the breath. As you do this, you will find that there's less sensation in the area above the navel up to the collarbones. And at this point, that's exactly what you're working towards, is to really increase the sensation and sensitivity of that area below the navel, all the way down to the tops of the thighs, to the pelvic floor. Allow the depth of the inhale to bring more sensation into that area of the body. And begin to notice the opening that you experience in that area as the sensation starts to guide you into what is taking place in that area of the body. If this breathing becomes uncomfortable in any way, then you can either breathe less vigorously through the inhale into the lower body, or gently soften the breath and then come back to the visualization of really breathing deep into the area just below the navel. See if through your attention and through the inner vision of your mind's eye, you can feel the internal organs in this area. You can feel the bladder, the colon, the internal reproductive organs. And maybe you can even feel the muscles and tendons and ligaments in the low back, maybe even the spinal cord and the vertebrae surrounding the spinal cord in this area of the body. As you do this, remind yourself that you're just looking for sensation, and that the sensation is neither good nor bad. You're just looking for the way that the body can uniquely communicate with you through the sensation in this particular area. From here, we'll shift our focus to the middle third of the torso, beginning to inhale from the navel into the area just above the navel and below the nipples. So this middle third of the body, now focusing the inhale here and noticing the expansiveness that is increased by lengthening the inhale gently in this area of the body. As the sensations in this area arise, just allowing them to arise and noticing if they continue or if maybe the sensation is there on one inhale and then gone the next. Continuing to really focus on the inhale, but also allowing the exhale to be focused on that particular area of the body. So the expansion and contraction of the middle third of the torso is allowing you to become more aware of the space beneath the skin and the unique activities that are taking place in that space. And once again, through the inner vision, the mind's eye, notice the experience of the organs, as there's quite a few different organs in this particular area of the body. And if you're not aware of the organs that are there, that may be challenging at first, but just notice the qualities in that particular area. Noticing what the liver may feel like in the upper right quadrant, the torso, slightly below the nipple line. What the bottom of the stomach and the pancreas to the left of the liver may feel like. And then the spleen as you wrap further to the left into the left side body. And then beneath those, beneath the diaphragm, the small intestine. So just noticing if your sensation tends to find a place in one of those different areas and it consistently comes back to that place. And continue to allow the breath to be natural, letting the depth of the inhale happen on its own as you breathe into this area. And then from here, we'll move into the upper third of the body, beginning to inhale from the nipples up to the collarbones and filling the upper chest, the upper back, side bodies into the armpits and the collarbones with the inhale. Really feeling the expansiveness that you're able to create through that inhale. And once again, noticing the sensation that arises in that area. And the sensation is neither good nor bad. It's just information that the body is providing. And with the eyes closed and your vision inward, you're open to that information. And there's nothing consciously that needs to be done, no plan of action that needs to be executed. Merely the experience of seeing and feeling what is happening in this area will provide the necessary intelligence to inform the body on what changes can be made at an involuntary and subconscious level. As you continue to breathe into the upper third of the body, into the upper chest, upper back, collarbones, and maybe even into the lower neck, the lower throat. Allow the attention to go beneath the rib cage and to take note of the sensations in the lungs, within the rib cage, in the heart, in the center of the torso, in the upper rib cage. Feeling the unique experience here of these organs and how these organs relate to the breath. Do they feel different on the inhale than the exhale? And really tuning into that unique experience in that area. Once you feel complete in the upper torso, bring the breath back to neutral, just noticing the neutral and natural way that you breathe into the torso. Notice the length of the breath as well. And then using the unique length of your specific breath, begin to link those 3 different parts of the torso together. So as you inhale into the lower belly, the mid belly and mid back, and then the upper chest and upper back, and then exhale from the upper chest and back, down through the mid back and belly, down to the lower back and belly. And once again, inhale from the lower, filling the torso with breath all the way up to the collarbones, and then exhale from the collarbones down. As you do this, notice if the sensation is more in the front or the back of the body. Notice what sensation you have through the side bodies as well. Continuing the breath and continuing to feel the fullness as you fill the torso, and to feel the emptiness as you let go of the breath within the torso. And we're linking the 3 different parts together. Keep the naturalness of the breath. The tendency is here to lengthen the breath and maybe create a slight discomfort in the throat or furrowing the brow. And so, in order to bring the breath up, You may have to move more quickly than you were used to when you were just breathing into the 1/3 of the body, so that you can cover the entire torso in the breath without straining the breath. As you do this, notice if there's one area, one of the thirds that speaks to you more than the other through the sensations in that particular area, or if they're speaking to you equally. Each of the thirds relate to the Ayurvedic doshas. The bottom third relates to the Vata dosha. The middle third relates to the Pitta dosha. And the upper third relates to the Kapha dosha. So if you find that one of these particular areas provides more sensation than the others, that may be an indication that that particular dosha may need more support and attention during this process that you're undergoing. Continue the fullness of the breath through all 3 of the different parts of the torso for a few more breaths here. And then when you feel complete, coming back into your natural breath cycle, and then allowing your attention to expand from the torso to the other areas of the body, noticing the legs, the feet on the floor, the sit bones on the earth, the arms, the hands, the neck and the head. Once again, broadening your focus to encompass the entire physical body. And then also noticing the state of the mind, noticing the new awareness and attentiveness that you may have cultivated through the practice, or the softness and clarity that you may have cultivated. And make a commitment to yourself to encourage this sense of calm to stay with you for the rest of your day. And if you find that this sense of calm is being tested, feel free to come back to this short visualization another time today and allow the visualization to settle the mind and the body and integrate them once again. And then as you're ready, you can gently open the eyes, gazing down towards the earth, then eventually opening the eyes completely. And you can stretch in a way that feels good to you, and then slowly coming back to your life with renewed attention and renewed awareness, so that you begin to notice things that you may have not noticed before. Thank you for joining me for this visualization.